Welcome back to Solo in Seattle podcast, season 3. Today's guest is my favorite person in the whole wide world, Jordan.
Hi.
Hi, Jordan. Welcome to my podcast.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, well, you know a little bit about the podcast. We took a road trip and binged season 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was insightful. I learned a little bit about you.
You learned a lot.
I learned a lot about you.
About me, my past relationships, my journey till today. Season 2 wasn't like that, though.
No, it was different. It was really exploratory, like hearing other people's voices and just how they have gone through life. It was pretty cool.
And so season 3 is going to be about being lonely at the top.
Do I belong in this podcast? Should I be here?
I really feel like you are extremely successful. I think that you have paved your way for people of color that's in your field. You know, because I know you personally, I feel like, you know, we share a lot of similarities. And I went through my climb to success and being lonely at the top. So even though people kind of take it as a negative connotation of it being lonely at the top, that it's something that I don't want to be associated with that, it's very true. Isolation is very true.
Yeah, I've been isolated for a while. I felt like mentally, physically too. I also, put myself in isolation.
Yeah.
I feel like,
I mean, it's not a bad place to be sometimes. So I want to kind of set the tone with the podcast interview, and I want to know, when people hear your name or even see your success, what do they usually assume about your life?
That I'm just the most happiest person in the world, that I just live this graceful life of being around animals all the time, and just like I'm super happy. Always, just super positive.
Yeah, are you?
No.
No?
I'm not always positive. I mean, I try my best, but I definitely have my, my dark days.
Yeah.
And I had those dark days. Much better these days.
Yeah.
People can tell in my content that I seem much lighter, and there might be some reasonings for that.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know who you come across that can change your life.
So they say.
So they say. How are you doing right now?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm here. We're doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. No, I didn't want to be here, really. I had things to do today.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I mean, well, I do have things to do.
We
both have things to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's threatening me, guys, off camera. Yeah.
Relationship 101. Is there I or is there we?
Oh. I don't speak French.
So a little joke about the beginning of our relationship. When we got together, he didn't realize how much of a takeover personality I have. Originally, how he met me was I was doing work with other people and I was doing creative directing, and he came across my TikTok, and he was like, "Oh, hey, I need help with this. I need to work with this. Da 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 da." And then he was like, what happened? What happened after that?
Well, I just saw you seem like really about your business, and I saw that you lived in Seattle, and I was like, oh wow, maybe I can actually meet this person. And as I was drafting up the messages to you about, hey, I do need help with this, something came over me. I was like, wow, she's really pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot here. I've never done that in a DM of any kind. I was like, you know what? I need help, but I'm really more interested in you.
Capital letters.
Capital letters, you. Yes.
And I was like, well, come get me then, shit.
Yeah, that's how it happened. Yeah.
And so wherever that was anywhere lurking around, eliminated immediately, expeditiously. Back to that whole I and we thing. So I remember we started working together professionally, and I was like, oh man, we. And he was like, huh, what did you say?
I said, you say we a lot.
Yeah. So we had been creating.
I was getting defensive because I've spent my entire life doing this stuff, and it's been me, the isolation, the lonely at the top thing. Yeah. Right? That's the theme, right? I'm staying with theme here.
On brand.
But yeah, I was really just like, gosh, hold on. It was hard to let go and to realize that we had, like, you were helping me with stuff.
Sure.
We were doing things together.
And I think, it was like separating the business from the person was hard.
That was tough.
And you were really trying to make sure that it was clear between the two, but all bets are off now, buddy. So what does being at the top mean to you personally? Not even socially.
Being at the top?
Yeah.
It means that you are just about your business. Everyone looks up to you, like you are set financially. You've made it in your field.
Yeah.
for the most part.
I think when we were walking and talking yesterday, I kind of told you it's more of a feeling than it is a thing. Being at the top doesn't mean that you have the most money, the most things, you know. It's attached to that sense of personal achievement. And that's what I think it means of being at the top of your game. You got that grit, you're hungry, you're always moving, you're always grooving. You have purpose kind of behind what you're doing.
I had a hard time thinking I was on top, you know, because I was measuring it by the financial situation. Because I'm not, in my eyes, in my head, I'm not like amazing financially, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I am. I'm at the top, baby.
All right, baller. It's my sugar mama.
I don't spare not one expense.
She takes care of me.
Yeah, okay. So, what did the climb look like for you?
A lot of grinding, a lot of sadness, a lot of lonely times, just a lot of never giving up. People telling me I shouldn't do something. For instance, like being a zookeeper, right? That was my background. People always say, Jordan, you're so smart. You shouldn't be a zookeeper. You should do something that would make you more money. That's not what I cared about. I cared about being a good zookeeper and being the best animal educator I could be.
Yeah.
And teach people about animals.
And now, booked and busy.
Booked and busy. People know who I am.
Nope. People
People ask for photos. I'm gonna brag on myself a little bit. People ask for photos. People recognize me a little bit. They go, "Oh, Jungle Jordan," and like that's the thing now too. No one just calls me Jordan.
Jordan.
They have to call me Jungle Jordan. It's so weird.
I know.
I'm so not used to it.
So we have a running joke, right? When we're in public together.
Oh yeah.
We're always like, let's see who recognizes who first, because people will be walking and be like, Jungle Jordan, or they'll say, hello.
Yeah.
It's been kind of interesting, like when you come with me to my things, like you not having that persona out there and just kind of like supporting me. And then when I'm with you, you know, you're so used to my big personality and taking over and being at the forefront of managing like everything. But when I'm with you and your brand, I'm like
quiet.
I'm like
super quiet, super supportive, just like kind of just like in the background.
Yeah, but I'm closing deals.
Yes, she's always going off. She's always going off and like going to talk to people that like know of me, but like haven't really introduced themselves to me yet. And they're like, you just like make friends with everybody in the background.
That's
And you're like, by the way, Jordan, this person, they do this, they work with that. You should really talk to them.
Yeah.
And
I built that bridge. I built that segue. That's right. Keep me.
Sometimes I have to give her not everybody is a good person. And I have to like let her let her be aware of what's happening on behind the scenes.
Right. So in your profession, you do have to be very mindful about the relationships that you build and the people that you work with and all of those things. So was there a specific moment when things shifted, when you realized you were no longer where you started?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, there's a couple things I noticed when people started to recognize me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I started getting spotted in like airports, like outside of Seattle.
We just had that happen when we went to Orlando.
Oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah.
I was so aloof and I was like trying to get the stuff through security, and then somebody was like, and I was like, do you know this person? You know. In which you did.
That person
you know,
I did know.
You did know, but still it was like the call out. I was like, what? I was like, and it was so sweet because I'm gonna say why she said hello because it was your post.
Oh my God. She's like, I just saw the post you did of your girlfriend. Oh, so cute.
So was it Jungle Jordan or was it?
Anyways. No, but
yeah, to answer the question.
To answer the question, yeah, like getting noticed, or most recently, like somebody just followed me, which it just happened. A well-known creator, well-known wildlife educator just followed me on social media.
Plug it.
And his name is Jeff Corwin. He used to have animal TV shows back when like Crocodile Hunter was big. It was around that same time. Some people know who he is, but people in the animal world know who he is.
So, who supported you early on that isn't around anymore? When you think of who supported you, whenever you are starting out and you're growing, you have all of these people who think it's so awesome and so involved, and then you think back like, where is this person?
I don't really know anybody. I think everybody that's been on my side has been on my side for the most part.
Well, that's good for you.
For the most part.
All right. So
they've been small. They weren't
babe.
big. Okay,
Let's
moving
go.
on.
All right. So what did you lose while building what you gained?
I lost a little bit of fear. I gained some anxiety.
All right. did.
I gained some anxiety. I actually used to be so much more confident, which is hilarious. And the bigger that I've kind of gotten, I've gained more anxiety about being like making sure everything is good, and with everything life changing with COVID, my other part of my life, yeah, I gained a little bit of anxiety, but now I'm losing some of that anxiety and getting my confidence again. So it's like reversing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So when did you first feel the loneliness?
And we'll go there, but I felt while I was married. I felt very lonely while I was married because didn't feel like there was that outward support. Some might say differently, but I just didn't feel it. I also felt loneliest when I was realizing that I was the only black guy in the zoo world. Like I always felt like it was just me, and I was trying to make sure that I got my face out there and people understood, and that's why I made Jungle Jordan.
Yeah, and I think it's very important to give a nod to first marriages because it's a trial run. Some people sustain, some people stay, some people are able to carry it through, but I too was married once before, and I was in a long-term relationship after that. I did 2 10-year stints, 2 sentences. Back to back in hell, and in both of those I felt loneliness in both, and it was hard, and we've talked about it. It is my whole attestament to the Solo in Seattle brand is the second time around I got enough sense and I built a business to replace that person, that income, that loneliness. It became my life. And I feel that's how it happened with Jungle Jordan too. Although you've shared with me, you initially wanted it to be something that sustains your life, your business, your personal, your professional. And that just wasn't the route that it went. Did it surprise you, or did you expect it, the loneliness?
I expected it because I think I grew up feeling lonely.
Yeah.
For my entire life, I always felt like the outcast a bit. I felt like the black sheep of the family just because of I grew up with anger management issues, and I used to get suspended from schools and fights a lot, and got expelled from a couple schools.
Right.
Just because I didn't like feeling different, because people would, kids would like tease me because of my love for animals, and then like the quick anger.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, let's mess with him, see how mad he'll get.
Yeah.
And so I isolated myself because of that too.
But we're changing that trajectory now with our little brown kids that we're promoting. Yourself.
Nature walks. I've been taking kids on nature walks, and they have been having so much fun out there. A lot of them look like me, look like us, and they just been able to be themselves out in nature. And not feel weird and isolated.
And it's been so beautiful because I'm not an animal or nature person, but my love for him and his brand and his movement has really allowed me to be able to step into a different space. And so it's like really cool when we did the first walk together, and at the end he also has a coloring book, junglejordan.com. You can get it there, so make sure you plug that always, every time you speak, every time you show up. At the end of our walks, we always like to pay stuff forward. Usually we bring something that one of us has a brand deal on. Lately it's been puzzles, lately it's been coloring books, not his personal coloring book, although we will gift out certain things. Some of my friends are authors and they have children's books. It was really cool that when he was signing the coloring books for the kids, they were just so enamored with, oh my gosh, Jungle Jordan is here, and this is him on the coloring book. But you talked about representation. You talked about having people there that look like us. And there's little brown boys, there's little olive girls, there's little mixed race girls, and so the representation of you and I showing up as a unit has been completely beautiful because when he was signing the coloring book for 2 little girls, they turned to me. And they were like, can you sign it too? And I didn't even realize the impact that was being made by little girls seeing someone
just you being
doing
visible.
The same thing, holding the camera and videoing the walk, and how special that was to them, saying, I could do that too. So that was really, really special.
It was such a shock for me. Sorry to cut you off for questions, but it was. I was like,
say it.
It was a shock to me. I was like, you want who's? Great. She's awesome. Yeah. I was like,
he did.
I was like, wait, what? Really?
Tell the people.
I was so confused.
I mean, I was taken aback too, sweetheart.
I was like, but great. Obviously, because you're awesome. You're amazing. But I was just like, interesting.
I did say, me?
Yeah, I did say
I was like, you.
I was like, wait, did I hear that right?
Yeah, because it's your coloring
Well,
book.
because it wasn't like you were really front and center.
Yeah.
Like you were just, kind of hanging back
Off to
with
the
the
back,
camera.
doing
But
our
you were
thing.
talking to the kids,
Yeah.
and she was connecting with them, and like you were like the, not to put you in this role because you are a mom, but you were like a mom almost to them. Yeah.
Always.
It was
I'm
very
always
sweet.
the mom to everyone.
It was a very sweet feeling. I really appreciated it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you work with me, I will mom you. Yeah. All
That's
right.
fine.
So what's harder, being misunderstood or being envied?
I think for me, misunderstood. Yeah, I hate being misunderstood and people kind of placing me in a very specific box.
Yeah.
Or when people don't understand what I'm trying to say or explain,
Mm-hmm.
I get almost immediate frustration out of that.
Yeah.
Being envied, people like me or not, I don't know, whatever, I don't know what that means really. Like, people like what I do, and I like what that they want to try to emulate me or
Yeah.
be like me.
Probably one of my most favorite things about being with you is that it's so positive. It's so wholesome. It is the most refreshing thing
Yeah.
that I have ever experienced in my whole life.
That's good.
Like,
Me
being
too.
like
Me too.
being with you has been so easy. I can agree with you that you wouldn't know what it would be like for that envy, because you don't project off that personality of like top down. You don't really project off that personality. I mean, you are him, but you don't have, but you don't have that I'm him persona. Well, maybe not like all the time.
I
And
never do.
so-
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, that whole, like, misunderstood, I could totally see, just because, you being a black man and loving wildlife and nature, like, black people are like, what?
It
know?
shocks them at first, but I think a lot of them internally, which they've told me, they've confessed to me internally that they've always secretly liked animals,
Yeah.
but didn't know they were allowed to, didn't know
Right.
that it was okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm
What?
still warming up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get you there. I'm letting you meet all kinds of stuff.
I was there on Friday. Guys, he had me feeding a porcupine.
Prehensile tail porcupine named Fern. She's adorable. I love that. Love that little thing.
And then I was in reindeer.
The reindeer. You fed the reindeer with their
And,
funny little mouths. You fed
what else did I-
you fed the
I just-
alpacas.
I just be going along with it.
You fed the alpacas. Did you feed anything else?
I don't even.
You saw the lions up close. This girl, okay. She's the most stone face when like seeing a lion cub, a baby lion, which most people like gush over. She's just like, it's kind of cute. That's kind of cute.
groundbreaking.
And then, but afterwards, which I've learned this about her, afterwards, internally, she's smiling. Pretty big,
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you're so funny on the outside, just like, it's a lion.
like, I know. And he's like, a lot of people pay for these experiences.
Yeah, they do.
And you're just waltzing here with lion cubs and you're unimpressed.
Unimpressed. It's the most confusing thing. I've given her so many animal encounters.
Yes.
And she's just like straight face, no emotions. I'm feeding a tiger right now, no big deal. You haven't fed a tiger yet, but like that's how you'd react.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you fed a tiger, you'd be like this.
I'd be like,
Why am I doing this?
yeah.
But I know. These are all jokes, but
Yeah.
there's some truth in jokes.
Have you ever felt like you couldn't be fully honest about your struggles because of your position?
Yes, 100%. I pretend like it's not that big of a deal, but I am actually I'm much better about being open. People come to me for truth, like at my job, like my day job. They know I'm going to tell them how it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty open about it, but I'm also trying to see the glass half full approach as well.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
And you?
Next question. How do you handle people who benefit from your light but don't pour back?
I unfortunately have a bad habit of letting them benefit.
Yeah.
Or lately, I don't ghost them, but I do my best at trying to realize, oh yeah, hey, like I feel like I'm that Seattleite. Like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta meet up, ghost. Or yeah, well we'll do that soon. But I do my best to try to connect with them.
How has success changed your relationships?
Not as bad as some people's
Yeah.
relationships. I keep my circle very small. I do. Like I have this same group of friends that
Yeah.
I've had for years,
Good.
and I'm always telling them that they're gonna be alongside with me when I make it.
All right.
You know,
Have you outgrown people you genuinely loved?
some, not many, but some. Yeah.
How do you know when it's time to create distance versus fight for a relationship?
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty bad about that. I'm not very good at creating distance because I always feel like I'm like the lover boy. I want to try to make things work. Unless it becomes abusive, then that's when I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
And we've talked about that. We're not doing verbal, emotional, physical. We're not doing that in a relationship. If there
Yeah.
is at any point, we came to the front of that. Like if there's at any point that either one of us start being mentally, verbally, emotionally, physically abusive,
Right.
it's time to walk.
It's time to go.
I have no
You-
problem with cutting people
You're
off.
good at cutting that. I've seen it.
Immediately.
I've witnessed it.
Expeditious.
Expeditiously.
Do you ever feel the pressure to always be the strong one?
Yes.
Why?
Because people look up to me,
Yeah.
and because I'm a I'm a public figure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jordan Anthony.
No, I'm okay, because I'm a very visible person. I feel like I can't show too much weakness, but I will actually use my platform to show signs of, hey, I am dealing with things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I won't use it as like a woe is me platform, but I will
Yeah.
say that something's going on.
Okay, good. Yeah, actually, when we first started dating and I went through your socials,
There was really some negative stuff on there.
yeah, I was like, cut it.
You were like, Jordan, my mom has been telling me that for years.
Yeah.
I'm like, and my answer was, well, people actually do look forward to me being open
That wasn't being
and
open.
honest. No, that wasn't being open and
That
honest.
was like literally crying in the corner.
I never cried in the corner.
You didn't, but it was the tone it was giving. As soon as I saw it, I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not posting that. We're not.
See,
having
Jungle
that.
Jordan he can't do that. That's how you.
But Jungle Jordan did that, right?
Right.
And I was like, what is this?
I'm not Jungle Jordan. I'm
You know?
Jordan.
Yeah, but it was on your
Jungle
list.
Jordan's is a persona.
Being the strong one, you carry a lot.
Yeah.
And people always don't think that it's okay for you to have those emotions. It's okay for you to have like any type of thoughts that are negative, whether it is like, I want to kill myself, I want to commit suicide, I want to be isolated, I want to be by myself. There's always somebody who thinks that. And I'm not saying it's okay to think that, but it's normal. It's whenever you act on it, when that impulse cannot be controlled. And being the strong one, there's so many facets to it. What boundaries were the hardest but necessary for you to set,
What boundaries?
if there are any?
Well, I'm not the best at boundaries. I'm not, but I don't let people take advantage of me, I guess.
Anymore?
Anymore. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I learned this after divorce,
Yeah.
that I have to set boundaries for myself to, make sure I am aware of what's.
You know what? I pulled up and started helping you set boundaries. I was like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. No.
Well, because I went through loneliness. I went through depression. I went through all my anxieties. I formed specific attachments, right?
And I identified that immediately. When you and I first started dating and you had all of these different people that were in your lives that were not reflecting as reciprocal. And I was like, absolutely not. The answer is no.
Amanda came and fixed me. She likes to fix broken toys.
Okay.
No. These are all just jokes for the podcast.
Oh, that's getting cut. All right. So
Is it? Aw.
So what do you do when it feels heavy and there's no one to call?
I isolate. I tend to go in a little hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not very healthy. No, I go into a box because you are now my first call.
Yeah.
So you would be the first call. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't, it's not very healthy. I do kind of retreat and I go into my thoughts, into my head, and that's a very bad place for a person with ADHD.
So do you think, is the top actually lonely or does it get just quieter?
It gets quieter because people tend to peel off because they're not normal anymore because they are doing so much. They clearly don't have time for me. I feel like that's when I need people the most, is when I'm doing my own thing.
What would you say to someone who's rising and starting to feel alone?
Keep your connections strong. Make sure people are aware that you are open to connecting. Put it yourself out there. Let them know.
What does community look like for you now?
Community looks like me being out with the people. I'm out of my little room. I'm not in my dungeon anymore. I'm not in my little bat cave. Any other analogy for whatever? I don't have man cave, but yeah. It was more like bat cave because it was dark and there's bats flying around. I don't clean my room. No. Don't strike that either. Leave it.
Listen here. All right. I'm going to give you a sentence and I want you to finish it, okay? I'm proud of myself for.
Putting myself out there and not letting people stop me from following my dreams.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's do some rapid fire. So this is not thinking about it, okay? Rapid
I
fire.
can't, you're asking the ADHD person to,
That's right.
okay, fine.
All right, one thing you won't sacrifice anymore.
My health.
A boundary that saved you.
Putting me first.
A misconception about success.
You need money.
That's good. All right, guys, so this is going to be the wrap on the interview with Jungle Jordan, or is it Jordan Beasley? Which one is it?
Jungle Jordan Beasley.
Good job. This is going to be season 3, episode 1. If you like that, you like Jordan, you love his personality, which I do, where can they find you?
You can find me at Jungle Jordan 23 on all platforms, junglejordan.com. You can find me on Super Animals on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Plug it all.
All right, guys. So my podcast is always going to be about self, and I hope that you receive this reflection about self in today's episode. Lonely at the top doesn't mean you failed. It just means you changed. That's a wrap.